This is a fairly typical weekday lunch crowd for the Lancaster Tap House in Regina. The last number of months have been anything but typical.
It's been a tough 9 months or so on us and all bars and restaurants, I think, in this province.
Rogers also co-owns the Capital Restaurant in downtown Regina. He says to stay above water, they've had to let key people go over the last number of months. He says he knows the industry is struggling overall. Rogers isn't alone in his complaints. Restaurants Canada, a group that represents the entire food service industry in the province, says the PST has affected sales by 8.7% in April, the month that the change went into effect, and by 2% every month after. But that sales decline can't solely be blamed on the PST alone. Restaurants and bars have had to pay more for liquor. That was a change also made by the government. And there's one more law change that's perhaps less obvious. On January 1st of this year, the province introduced tougher drinking and driving laws, notably a 3-day vehicle seizure for drivers with a blood alcohol level between 0.04 and 0.08. Both Restaurants Canada and Tim Rogers acknowledge the problem of drinking and driving, but say the new law has adversely affected the industry.
We definitely hear a lot on the 0.04, and what we hear are people are just scared. People are scared to go out. They're scared to have a glass of wine and chance it, and so they don't. Even though we're bars, our goal isn't to get people drunk. You know, we like working with the local craft breweries and fine wines, and it's a shame because it's a tasting and it's a flavor experience that we try and build, and I think we get lumped in with drug dealers at some point. You know, it feels that way.
Rogers says he'd like to see the province re-examine the 0.04 law. In addition, he says taxis need to be made more affordable. When it comes to the PST, Rogers thinks the financial impact is an overall negative.
I feel like at the end of the day, they're not going to see that revenue that they were expecting from that, and I think it just does nothing but hurt everybody.
A spokesperson for Restaurants Canada says the group is constantly sharing ideas with the province in hopes that changes will be made, but those discussions have gone nowhere. Adam Hunter, CBC News, Regina.